event. Grab it. Hat. Sound. Okay. On the bench this time, got a MacBook Air that is not turning on. So let's see if we can figure out why it's not turning on. We're going to go ahead and power it on. Or, we'll open it up and unhook the battery first. Let's see. There's my trusty screwdriver. I'm going to try something silly. I'm going to start off with the overhead camera, taking the board apart, or the computer apart, and then when we go to do the actual board repair, I'll switch devices to my microscope camera and see if I can just flip to that, and so you can actually see me work on the board during this video. I have to do it that way because my computer right now, until I get my desktop built, only has 2 USB ports, and I have 3 or 4 devices that I need to plug in, but only have 2 USB ports, so I have to kind of prioritize. But I'm going to try something silly in this video, and after I'm done taking the board out and everything, when I start working on the microscope, I'll turn the overhead, unplug the overhead camera and plug the microscope camera in. I should probably put some gloves on too. This computer's already been wiped down with alcohol. When we do intake on them, we clean the outside with 99% alcohol, and then we have antibacterial wipes. Or we do the antibacterial wipe first, and then we do alcohol on that, let it dry. We don't wipe it off and dry it, we let it dry. So I hate wearing gloves, but probably necessary. Let's see a little tiny spot there that could be construed as corrosion. Don't see anything really. I see a little bit of liquid over here by our Wi-Fi card. There are some kind of hazy water spottish looking things. We'll go ahead and unplug the battery. Plug it in and turn it on. We are drawing 10 milliamps. There is no light on the charger either, so this computer is completely comatose right now, not working for sure. We're gonna check some power rails. Let me put the multimeter over here for now until we get to, if we need to do board repair on this, we will move that. So we're drawing 10 milliamps. Yikes. So our PP342 is at 344 and it's jumping around slightly in the last significant digit. Oh, that's not good. PP bus is 818, which means our SMC is not turning on. So it must be missing PM sleep S4L. Ooh, our 5-volt rail is 208 millivolts. That's not good. Oh, almost 300 millivolts on our 3.3 volt rail. Oof, yeah. This is not off to a good start. Alright, we'll go ahead and shut it off. Obviously something is completely wrong. Is our CPU shorted? Like, is this pointless? Please don't This is a 2015 or a 2017, so we should be getting 12 to 20 ohms, something like that. Oh, thank goodness. 13 ohms. Alright, so we're good. 0 would be bad. 12 to 20 is what we'd expect on the 2015 to 2017s. Usually about 150 or 120 on a 13, 14. So, I think it's safe to say we could put the multimeter away for now. Because this thing has got some major issues. Which is weird because I don't see anything. So that makes me think that we've got problems on the other side of the board. So we're going to go ahead and take this board out and see what we got going on here. I don't think it's very good. $10 milliamps. Something is shorted. Guess we could use our short detection method and let's test our power rails for shorts before we pull the board out. What do you say? Oh, there. I'll put the multimeter back so you can see what I'm doing. PP3V42. Nah. Doesn't look shorted. BP bus. 1 meg, not shorted. 5 volts. Wow, that's pretty high resistance. $435. $177. So, I don't see anything dead short, so continue to take this apart. I know checking those rails for shorts, major shorts, may not be the perfect electronic engineer way to do it, but I've found that it's pretty reliable in this scenario. And the customer did authorize board repair on this device should it need it. So luckily for us, if it does need board repair, we will go ahead and fix it. So this could be a long video. This could be, depending on what we find, this could be a long video. You have been warned. Of course, you could always use this to fall asleep. Get all of our logic board screws out here. Six logic board screw. Yep. 6 T5 logic board screws. And this board will be ready to come out. See what we find. Yeah, that's not a good sign. I almost don't want to look on the other side of this board. That sucks. Alright, so we have several spots of nastiness. As you can see, we got one here. Got one here, which is probably right by our SMC. There's one here. And one here. So that's not good. 4 different areas of corrosion. Which is probably right around the time that I cry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, alright. I think it's time we go to the microscope camera. Bear with me. I haven't tried this. I'm going to try it live, or while I'm videoing. We're going to unplug the overhead camera. We're going to unplug the overhead camera and plug in the microscope camera, because you got to see this for yourself. Ready? See how nasty this is. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it worked. Ha. Our microscope camera is working. The switch worked. Just to focus here a little bit. All right. Haha, nice. Now, what you're gonna see that's not so nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is horrible. Yeah, our SMC is not happy. Our SMC is not happy. Not a happy SMC. That looks bad. Yeah, that is not a happy SMC right there. Yep. Oh, that's not good. There's a burn mark on the SMC. You see that? What is that? What is that from? That's weird. Got the obligatory hairs. Oh, Thunderbolt. Bummer. Ouch. Thunderbolt took a shot in the face. So that's going to have to get cleaned and probably have to replace this cap. Maybe this little tiny guy here next to him. Focus this a little bit better. I'm definitely new at using a microscope camera. Backlight. There's just some dirtiness there next to our backlight. That's not going to affect anything. But let's see what else we got. Oh, there's more. Yeah. Probably touched the solder joints up on that one. That's kind of nasty. Oh, U1900 got it. So I'll have to clean that up for sure. I don't think I need to replace anything. I just need some alcohol. Where's our ISL 629 or 6259? So that's our charging chip. That's looks okay. That's pretty clean looking. Not super nasty. Oh, that's not good. So we'll be replacing that for sure. That goes to our that goes to U7501. And the power rail for that is PP5VS4RS3LL. We're definitely going to need that to work. Oh my goodness. So what else? Anything else? Oh wow. Oh, just grommet off here. That's not good. That's not a healthy looking resistor. Yep. Some sparkage going on there. Oh, I gotta replace that, maybe? Come on, camera. That looks nice in my... Looks nice in my view. There we go. That looks good. I do not have the right adapter for this camera, I need to get a 0.35x. I have a 0.45x, but it will make do. Yeah, it's good enough. Do we have any other damage that we are going to have to fix? Gosh, I hope I don't have to reball the SMC. It is 12:30 here at night. I don't know, what is that? Like a red fiber? Yeah, he's not hurting anything. Yeah. Ouch. Pretty colors. Pretty colors. That inductor's gonna have to go. Yeah, we'll repeal, or we'll peel him off the board and replace him. Those guys look okay. Don't know if that is intact. Usually. Yep. We'll probably go ahead and replace that resistor. That one's okay. Yeah, that's gone. I think, yep. So we'll be putting a trace there. Find my X-Acto knife. Curious. Like I said, I got the authorization to fix this already, so. Yep. So that's gonzo. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a mess, man. That's probably gonna have to be redone. Where does that go to? Trace, oh yep. The trace goes right here under SMC. That's gonna have to get rebuilt. Oh boy. How fun. Ew. I don't know what that is. Oh, those are fabric. It's all fabric fuzz. Yummy. Just junk. Yeah. Sparkly. This is just fun staring at this. Touch that up. Touch that up. The thing that worries me right now is the SMC. Let's see if I can pull this microscope camera toward the end of the table. What happened? Oh, never mind. Looks like, did we lose? Kind of want to look at the SMC. Yeah. That's going to be... That's going to be a mess under the SMC for sure. You can see under the... slightly under the balls. What I'll probably do is pull the edge bonding off. Clean it up, pull the edge bonding off, and see what we're dealing with. If probably rebuild the traces and all that. I imagine I'm gonna have to at least reflow the SMC because we have no green light on the charger. All right. Well, that could be because this trace is ripped. That trace is ripped. So, alrighty then. Let's get to work, I guess, huh? First things first, go ahead and clean the corrosion off everywhere. Well, this thing got liquid damaged like a lot. The funny thing is, too, I think my client or my customer said the owner said that it wasn't liquid damaged, which I find incredibly hilarious. So that cleaned up pretty nice. That one, there's that one solder joint right here that's, you know, it's still shiny, it's just dirty. I don't think I'll worry about touching that up. Yeah, cleaned up just fine, I guess. Next, backlight circuit. Yeah, the backlight circuit's probably the least of my worries right now. Thunderbolt, however, I think this is a Thunderbolt IC. You definitely got some junk around you. I think just for posterity, we'll go ahead and replace those capacitors. Probably touch that up. We'll obviously run this thing through its paces and make sure Thunderbolt's functioning before we kick it back to the customer if we get it running. Yeah, touch up some of the solder joints on that. Alright, next. We're just moving from right to left, not necessarily from the worst area to the best. That cap's shiny, it's fine. Oh, this looks bad. Yeah, it's a bit nightmarish. Stuff nightmares are made out of. I'm gonna go against what some people say, and I'm gonna take a soft bristled toothbrush and kind of gently rub at that and see if I can't get so that trace is gone. That's gonna have to be rebuilt, which is perfectly fine. And we'll replace that inductor there. We're gonna replace him. He's gotta go. This resistor's gotta go. We'll touch those up. We'll repair this trace. It's probably broken. This is definitely not gonna work. All the copper has been eroded away, so that is not gonna fare very well. I think once I clean this area up, I'm gonna check the SMC underneath. Maybe fine. I don't know. I hate to reflow that if I don't have to. Next. That looks fine. Just surface nastiness, luckily. So far, there's only a couple of spots that need to be worked on. Which is fine, I don't mind. That cap's gotta go. Right here, we're gonna replace him. Yeah. We'll get rid of him. Why not? We got enough donor boards to... Got enough parts to fix her up. The end caps of that guy are shiny, so what we'll probably do is check these resistors. We'll test the value of them. And if they check out to be good, then we'll just leave them because the cap and the ends are still nice and shiny. So there's no point in changing those if they're all shiny. So overall, not too crazy. Look at the other side of the board, I guess. Probably remove their SSD too. Where did my T5 screwdriver go? T5, where are you? There you are. We're just taking off their SSD. We don't want to start soldering and doing all sorts of that fun stuff with their SSD still attached. Backlight area looks okay. A little bit of stuff there. Yeah. Uh-oh. This little cap here is gray. Got a gray end to him too. May try to touch that up. May try to touch that up if that, it's kind of shiny. Looks kind of gray. Take solder, we'll leave it. If not, we'll replace it. Looks okay. It's our U5110. PP342 looks okay. Yeah, since we have 8.18 volts, that's base voltage for the SM, or for, yeah. I don't know if it's for the SMC, but that's like the base PP bus voltage from this chip, which is our charging chip. He's clean. Alright, well, we'll get to replacing. I gotta grab a donor board real quick. Where's my 00165 donors? We got 20 of them. Drink. See if we can't get a green light on the MagSafe and a fan spin. We want a fan spin on this board. Alrighty, we'll put our scrub brush away for now because we're not going to need that. I wish there was kind of a way that I could do like, no, not that. I wish there was a way I could take my microscope camera and, well, there probably is. There probably is a way I can create a new scene, but I don't know if I want to mess with that right now right in the middle of a video. Let's say I could take and add another source. What sources do I have now? Like the eyes. Window capture, video capture device. Let's try that. Add existing. What about that? Oh, look at that. But how do I? Oh, it's locked. That's why. Is it locked? There we go. I'm covering my face. How do you order? Yeah, I'm too much of a newbie when it comes to OBS. Preview, enable preview. I was trying to see if I could put it on top. Screen group, filter, set color, rename, order, transform, order, move up, move down. I don't know what that means. Scale, no. Screenshot, no. Filters, properties. Let's see. What if I lock that? Wait. This is the perfect time to do this while I'm right in the middle of doing a video. Do that. We'll go ahead and lock the HD. Trying to figure out how. What if I move this up? There we go. That's how you do it. So what I wanted to do was do this. So we'll lock that. Ha! Now, perfect. Now you can see me, not that it matters, but you can see me while I move the board around. Perfect. Alright, let's quit messing around and get this done. Goofball. Alright, where do we want to go first? Let's start with Thunderbolt. We'll remove those two caps there and replace them. Can you see what I'm doing? Should I shrink myself a little bit? Nah, we'll leave it. Should be playing with this stuff after I'm done making a video, not during. Silly. That's right. We'll go ahead and get rid of these capacitors and replace them. Let's fix those solder joints. Where's my trash can? Oh, my trash can's over there, darn it. Oh well. Ow. Hot. We'll just put a pile of everything over here. Okay. Clumsy. Klutz. Untangle our soldering iron cord. It's all nice and twisted up. Should kick on the fan, but I feel like for this first video of me doing this now, like on wick. I think I'll leave the solder and fume extractor off for now. I don't normally run it, or I don't normally solder without it on. Okay, those are clean. Can I get to these this way? I think I'll flip the board around so you can see. Kind of see what I'm doing here. And I can get to that other side too. Go. It's good. Probably more flux. Mess. Hmm. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Whoa. Drop the soldering iron. Getting squirrely here. Ugh. You know what? I think I'll put some new flux on here. Clean this off. So it's seems to be getting gummy and annoying. Oh, geez. Wow. Okay. That looks horrible. I'm definitely gonna fix that up. Like this. Whoops. Scrape the board, dummy. These solder joints don't look too bad. I get rid of that excess solder there, but yeah, we need to touch these joints up on this side. That doesn't look good. The first one looks okay. The rest of them they don't look good. Definitely can do better. We will do better. Oops. Should have had a headphone in one of my ears so I can listen to music. There we go. That's the ticket. There we go. Just needed some new flux, that's all. Where's my cutters? Just needed to replace the flux with some fresh stuff. Those joints look acceptable. We're just gonna clean off. We're just gonna bump the microscope cam or the microscope. That. Touch that up. There's one solder pad over here that I don't like the way it looks. Also toss some solder into those guys. Can you see what I'm doing? Like, there we go. Alright, stop touching those. They're fine. Good. Alright, and now we're going to replace our little capacitor buddies. Yep, those joints are nice and shiny now. Cool. Do you have what I need? You do. Since these are two different sizes, we'll just set them to the side and take them both off and set them to the side. I may have to shrink myself a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. We'll pull these off and then I'm going to shrink my window so you can see. Because right there, that's the middle of my microscope. So it's kind of weird that that's all you can see. I know it has to do with me only having a me having a 0.45x adapter instead of a 0.4 or 0.35. I have a 0.45, so my field of view, I think my field of view is minimized a little bit because of that. fingers. Why don't you move? Should probably take the Wi-Fi card off too. I want this little capacitor to go in this home. There we go. Try not to burn myself. Okay. Leg itches. I'm gonna shrink this a little bit. There we go. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing a little better. Ugh, this Q-tip is beat up. See a little tiny speck of something I don't like. Get you out of here. Alright, there's the first area. I think we'll go here next because we don't have to replace anything else really. I don't believe. Yeah, there was these two resistors here. We're gonna check the value of those and see. Check the value of those and see. See if they need to be replaced or not. So this, I believe, is that crystal. And here's our resistor, PCH TD-IREF R685. And of course our PDF is not on the right screen. See, this is why I need another computer. So I can have... So it should be 8.25K. And 3K. So let's test those and see. Make sure they're good. Because their end caps are shiny. They just had a little bit of schmutz on them. If they're still good, I'm not going to bother to replace them. That leaves that capacitor next to U7501 and then the mess next to the SMC. So that first one is 8.2K. And I think that's what I said it should be. Yep, 8.25K, and I got 8.23K, so yeah, that resistor's good. 8.27K. Second one should be 3K. Yep, I got 3.02K, so those are good. So we're not going to worry about those. We're going to worry about the SMC area. And now, once again, I'm going to move the camera gently out this way and look under the SMC since I've put alcohol in that area, and I'm going to see if... you know what? The SMC doesn't look that bad. I don't see anything major underneath of it. Actually looks quite clean, so I think we're going to proceed with repairing those traces and replacing the components, and then try to start the board, turn the board on, and if the board turns on, we'll ultrasonic it and check it again. And if it doesn't, we'll reflow it, possibly reball it. Alright, so we're going to get a replacement cap for that guy next to our U7501. This is fun. This is the first video I've done with my microscope camera. I've had the darn thing for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. It's nice. The image is pretty clear. I'm happy with it. I'm stoked. This is awesome. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Alright, so we got the capacitor. Oh, we didn't pull the old one off yet, did we? It's alright, we'll set that one there. You can see that solder is a little off-colored gray, so we're going to clean that up. we're going to do a little trick here. Some solder on there and grab our cap. Boom, just like that. Oh, probably don't quite have enough. Probably don't quite have enough solder to do the other side. Not even use hot air, we'll just use the soldering iron. Boom, just like that. And then I messed up this solder on this probe point, which is probably fine if I left it there, but I don't like it. Because those are connected. So cool. You can see what I'm doing, which is good because I was worried that you couldn't. Nice shiny capacitor now. Dry it. It's like I barely bumped this thing and it goes out of focus. It's like I'm trying to adjust and it looks fine. I have to like extreme adjust it to where it looks bad. Just to see what I'm doing. Not alright. Alright, you're next. Should replace this too. Yeah, that's kind of gray. I don't like that. We'll just wipe them both out. Why not? Since it's next to our SMC. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. It's had a little everything on it. Component replacements, and have to run some traces. Maybe even reball the SMC. Well, hope not. Of course, I will do that on video if I have to. Good. Donor board. You guys look good, like good replacements, good candidates. I remember to keep our pile of bad stuff somewhere else. We don't replace good stuff or replace the bad stuff with the bad stuff. Once again, these two parts are two different things. One's an inductor, one's a capacitor, so we can pull them both off. Different colors, we know where they go. Might have been a little too much solder on that side. Since we got the solder and the flux, we're going to go ahead and touch up these joints over here too, just because. Okay. Look pretty good. Look pretty good, I would say. Nice and shiny. Straight. Alright. Now the grand finale. The piece de resistance. Placing, fixing these traces. That one's gone. That one may as well be gone. So we're probably gonna have to get rid of this. Oh, there's this capacitor. We'll have to touch up the joints on that guy. We're probably gonna have to get rid of this edge bonding here on this side of the SMC because this trace runs right here next to the edge bonding. It goes under the SMC. So unfortunately we're gonna have to lose this. So we can scrape this a little bit and build a trace there to reconnect that. We'll go ahead and replace this resistor too. He's a little grayish. Well, he's probably alright. They're probably both okay. Probably just need to touch up the solder on them. Alright, we'll pull that edge bonding off. Hoping I don't have to reflow or reball the SMC. Well, if I have to reflow the SMC, it's not a big deal. Probably all the heat that I need for that. Yep. See if I can't zoom in. Oh, it's still hanging on for dear life there. In all reality, could just blob solder there and it'd probably be fine. I don't think I need to. I don't need to run a wire there. I could just put a big blob of solder there and it'll be good. Those need to be touched up. I may replace this one. Let's try to touch it up with solder real quick. If they don't look nice, I can't really tell if they're gray or not, or if it's just from having stuff sitting on them. Could measure them too. I may just do that. I may just measure them and see if they're the correct resistance. Yeah, see, you just barely touch them with solder and they're coming back shiny. So they're probably fine. We'll go ahead and touch up these solder joints too while we're here. Whoops. And say create a solder bridge. There we go. Yeah. Looks good. We'll just put solder on here. I don't need to put a wire. Just needs to be reinforced. Maybe, come on. Take it. Take the solder. Doesn't want to take the solder. Come on. Do you want a wire? Is that what you're trying to tell me? No, it's broken there. Alright, fine. I'll run a wire there. You win. I'll run a wire there. I gotta run one here too. Are you in focus? This area is so tiny. I'm not exactly sure why I'm zoomed in as close as I am, but whatever. Alright. Now you go to that resistor that's right next to you. Okay, so we'll get some 40 gauge enameled wire. Basically, it's like a human hair. I don't think I need to be this close. I think that's probably far enough. Or close enough. Alright. I need to move my my light. Since I'm not using the fume extractor, I don't have to turn it sideways. Alright. See if I can do this. The one thing I don't want to do is touch the there we go. There's one. These tweezers suck. So beat up. I want this to lay flat. There we go. Oop. Lost a piece for solder wire, but that's okay. Not a big deal. How long has this been going? An hour and 15 minutes. Cool. Just basically gonna blob a bunch of solder on this. Try not to bump the board. Goes out of focus. Alright. Knock the tail off that. That should be soldered. Just have to get that. Lift up that end and get that off. Mm. I have to solder that a little more. Quite look like it stuck down very good. What is that? There we go. That's better. All right. I don't like the end of this tail on this one. We'll bend that off. We don't want to just flick that because we don't want that to go into the SMC and cause a short. So we're going to pick that off the board. There's our traces. Our traces rebuilt. Let's see, got like a little fuzz there. Get out of there, fuzz. That's like my normal working distance. It's like way out here. It gives you any indication on how small those traces are. And I'm going to just gently go over this with a Kim wipe and some more IPA. Focusing this is a kind of a pain. I wonder how close I can get. My feeling is that PP bus was 8.18 because those two traces are broken. Guess we could see what traces those were. Why don't we look on the schematic and board view? Yuck, that looks worse. Got like fibers from my cotton swab. Get out. There we go. There we go. There's our 2 traces built. Alright. Let's check what those resistors are for. I think we replaced all the components we needed to. What do you go to? Let's switch views here. Screen capture. Let's find our U5000. This is our SMC. Well, what do you know? SMC INTL. It could be SMC initialize. Or would that be INI? SMC int L. See, like a lot of flux and stuff under there. This board's definitely going to need a UC one by the time I'm done. So that trace is broken from SMC int L. Oh yeah, so PP3V42 probably goes to SM int L into the SMC. And then we had SMC OOB1 R2D low, which goes to U3710. So that's PB3V3SO switch SSD. So yeah, this one was probably a big one here since that was busted. Well, what do you say? Let's fire up the board and see if it works. And or if I have to reball the SMC. Or not reball it, reflow it. First we'll try a reflow and then a reball. Alright. So we're going to switch screens now. You know what I should do? I need to create another scene that's got the HD FaceTime camera. Oh no, that worked perfect. Oh, this scene worked perfect. It just swapped the microscope camera with... there we go. Oops. Sorry. Clumsy. Hitting screwdrivers. Hey, what do you say? Let's fire it up and see if it works. We'll definitely ultrasonic and then I'll put some solder mask over those new traces that we ran, just to keep them attached. Get our flux out of the way, kind of clean up our station a little bit. I'm a kind of a clean freak. Like having a giant mess to work in. Pretty sure I've fixed everything. Put our donor board back down here. Got a fan hooked up. Now we were getting no orange light, no MagSafe light. We were not getting PP bus was 8.18. We weren't getting our 5 volt or 3.3 volt rail. We still may not. We still may have a broken U7501. I mean, there could be tons of things still wrong with this board, or it could be fixed. I'm inclined to believe the latter, but we'll see for ourselves, won't we? See if I can hold this DC board up. What I should do is unhook another loop. So I'm not struggling. Forget it. It's too much of a pain. I want to do a video of how I built my MagSafe charger. You can see that, right? That is a MagSafe light and a fan spin. That's an orange light on the MagSafe. And fan spin, baby. We are drawing 390 milliamps though. It's a bit concerning. I guess we can check our power rails, or we could just go straight to plugging in the screen and seeing if we got question mark. Put our black probe on ground here. I'll go ahead and move the multimeter so I can show you what I'm reading. Won't be greedy here, I'll share. PB342 is still kind of high. 345. Oh, but that's what we like to see. 8.59 volts on PB bus G3 hot. Oh, we got a 5 volt power rail. Look at that. We got a 3.3. 1, 2. 1 VO5. Now we're drawing 470 milliamps. And the best of all, CPU V-Core. 8 or 1.8. CPU is, oh, beautiful. CPU is nice and warm. Let's turn her off real quick and grab the test screen. Or we can grab the SSD and plug it in. Make sure we don't display their info. So at that point, it's safe to say that the SMC didn't get anything major underneath it, and we'll UC it too, so we'll make sure it gets nice and clean. And get all the junk out from under it for sure. I forgot how to plug in an LCD. So we're missing all sorts of power rails, but alright, power it back on. Let's see. Ouch. Oh, you don't want to turn on now? Well, I thought we were friends. What's going on now? What are you mad about? Okay. All I did was plug an LCD in and you're not happy. Why are you not happy, board? Do you got other problems that I don't know about? Okay. Huh. We're sitting at 14 milliamps now. What happened? Why are you not happy? You were just happy a second ago, little board. Oh no. Bum. We're gonna have to reflow the SMC. There's crap under there. I guarantee there's crap under the SMC. Let's go back to microscope cam and take a view, but I guarantee you our PP bus voltage is now 818, which means missing PM sleep S4L, which means we didn't get so lucky with stuff under the SMC. Are you not going to initialize? Oh, never mind. Dork. Didn't have anything under the camera, them nuts. Yeah. Alright. Reflow the SMC it is. We had the board fired up. You saw the fan spin, and now it's not. That's not good. Because I just soldered those jumper wire, or those trace wires there. There is a strong possibility they're going to get wiped out. I mean, I could put solder mask. Ugh. This edge bonding doesn't want to cooperate. Sorry. Herky-jerky movements here. Alright, now let's bring it out. Have a look. Ignore that. In the left side, that's just edge bonding. I'll definitely have to scrape that out with the X-Acto knife. I don't want to reflow the SMC with edge bonding stuck under there. That would not be good. Ooh, you don't want to come off the tip of my razor, do you? Now, the only reason I'm reflowing the SMC is because the fact that it had corrosion under it, or right next to it. It's kind of a dead giveaway. We'll just give our SMC a little gentle reflow here. Yeah, see, I wish I had a 0.35x adapter, because you'd be able to see more. Unfortunately, I got a 0.45x. Probably gonna have to refix my jumpers. Gotta fix the color and white balance on this at some point. Oops. Yeah, see, I can see much more than what you guys can see. As long as I don't go too crazy, my jumpers might be okay. Alright. SMC is dancing. Give that a little bit to cool off. Let those solder balls solidify. Oof, this is an hour and 40 minutes. Okay. Let's have a look under there again and see. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Alright. Get some IPA here. Jumpers are still intact, or trace wires are still intact, so that's good. Whew. Well, this IPA is giving me a headache. That was a lot. Didn't mean to dump all that. We're going to UC this board anyway, so I think it's earned it with all the soldering that I've done on it. Mess. All right. Alright, let's see if that fixed it, or if I gotta reball the SMC and possibly have other problems. I give up, man. Ah. SMC reflow. Yeah, had dirt under the SMC. And who knows, I may, knowing my luck, I might UC the board, go to put it in. The damn thing won't work. MagSafe. And that is a fan spin. Alright, once again, let's switch cameras to overhead. Now you saw that. You saw the fan spin. I'm just going to move the board to the left a little bit. We are going to hook up our test screen again. Now, if you don't work, I'm going to cry. What's going on? Initialize camera, initialize. No? Don't want to, you don't want to play nice? Grr. Alright. I want to go to bed. Oh, Apple logo. Apple logo. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Haha. Look at that. It's fixed. We're drawing 512 milliamps. Repaired board. Alright. Cool. We'll save that one for UC tomorrow. Not doing it now. This bad boy is fixed. I'm gonna take this apart. I'm gonna put this over here for UC. Gotta take off the heatsink and everything. We're gonna get a screw, get the box set in the slot that this is sitting in. Put our donor boards away. Slot 3, I believe you were in. I'll have to check and see if it's in slot 3. Are we in slot 3? What time is it? 2 o'clock in the morning. Awesome. Hey, we got a fixed board. What work order are you? Yep. So slot 3. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put all their accessories. Some of my solder braid. So that was an interesting one. It's kind of fun though. I really enjoyed doing that repair because I got to use the microscope that I paid, or the microscope camera that I paid a bunch of money for and haven't been able to use. And it's just fun because I wanted to post a video of me so you can actually see me solder something. Not that I'm sure not that people don't believe that I couldn't, because I've posted a lot of videos of me soldering, but you know, you got to see me actually do a lot of the fundamentals, like replacing components, running jumper wires, reflowing the SMC. So that was kind of a good all-around repair, and the result is exactly what we were hoping to get, which is fan spin and a working board. Anyway, I'm tired. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and it's probably going to take forever because my laptop is slow. Tomorrow when I wake up, I will clean all these corrosion spots out of the case while the board's being UC'd. Get that all nice and dried. Get this computer put back together and tested. Back to the customer so they can give it back to the owner, so they can be happy that they have a working computer. Anyway, I'll probably put that logic board in this slot so I don't lose it, forget where it goes. We'll have to update our notes. Actually, yeah. Oh, I can't do this right now because I don't have my wireless keyboard and mouse plugged in. Darn it, because I have my microphone and that overhead camera set up. So anyway, that was a successful board repair. Is long. That was a 2-hour video, so that's gonna take hours and hours to upload. But anyway, got a working computer, so happy about that. We had several corroded areas and some broken traces that we fixed. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, subscribe it. We'll see you all in the next video. Thanks.